I feel like most people these days don't appreciate just how easy it is to go onto the internet anytime you want and watch a person absolutely lose their shit in public. Back in ancient times, like 2005, people weren't just carrying around these magical iPhones that captured everything. So if you wanted to see people freak out, you had to be there or get a shitty retelling. The fact that we can see anybody basically do anything these days, yeah, like it might end up destroying the human attention span and making us not entertained by anything within the next decade, but it's pretty cool. The appreciation of the art of the public freakout is really being lost on us these days. And when I say that, I know it probably sounds like a joke, but really, it's not. It's really both fortunate and unfortunate that we live in a world where these days, you really just, can't not be aware of all the horrific shit happening across the globe. And I seriously think that that has had, a genuine effect on how much the average person cares to watch somebody be a dumbass in public. Really, think about it. When you're hearing about tragedies and history-altering events daily, it's kind of hard to really care that much about a 4-minute long video of somebody losing their shit in a Starbucks. And you know what? I can't stand for that. I think it's time we go back to our roots. The other day, I saw this TikTok of this lady losing her marbles in a Starbucks because she didn't think that the restaurant was clean enough. And it reminded me of the good old days where basically every other video uploaded by every other YouTuber was a video about a Karen. Does anybody else remember that? It was 3 months after COVID restrictions were lifted. Everybody hated everybody for some reason. People were finally going back out into public. Nobody had seen the sun in months, and they were losing their minds in the most mundane of places. Had people walking into post offices, leaving in handcuffs. It was a bad time, but it produced a lot of good content, and that's what this video reminds me of. So, here we are. With that being said, let's not waste any more time because this one is a bit of a headache. Let's begin. Please subscribe.
Yeah? Now you see the real me. Because I said, look at this place. It's dirty. It's dirty.
Okay, so look, don't get me wrong. I can understand being, internally upset that a restaurant is sort of dirty. Nothing in this video indicates that anything is actually dirty, but, we don't have to address that. But also, at the same time, if I find myself inside of a fast food restaurant, the least of my concerns is the cleanliness of the wall that's furthest away from the kitchen. I mean, she pointed right next to the door. What do you expect?
And all I said, no, because now you're accusing me of something I never did. Now I'm upset. Now I'm upset that someone told me I'm harassing them. So what am I going to do? You're going to take a picture of me? That makes it better? So she can harass me? No, she just accused me of something. You accused me of a lie. A lie. Show me the cameras that I ever harassed anybody. You have no fucking clue.
So, while it's true that we have no footage of what happened right before this guy started filming this, maybe this isn't fair, but based off what I'm watching now, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that it's not much of a stretch for me to believe that this lady might have been harassing somebody.
You're a fucking liar. Call the police and show them what? That you just told me you won't serve me because someone else said something that never happened. So you guys are all creating lies that you know I never harassed any of them. Never. I said that it's rude that the people who close don't ever clean properly for the people who open. I said you guys should look out for yourself as a team. That I'm a manager, a restaurant owner, and I know how it works. No, at 5 o'clock in the morning when I come in here, this restaurant should be clean.
It's a bright 5 a.m. out there, but it's kind of funny because even though we don't know what happened before this video, it had to have been something pretty egregious, right? Because if you've ever worked in a restaurant, you know that there's almost nothing that you want to complain about more than how the closers left the restaurant for the openers. When I used to work in restaurants, if somebody came up to me and was like, damn, the closers really fucked you guys over last night, huh? Instead of just blaming it on the people who were working then, I probably would have gave them a hug. So for this to have turned into an argument with a group of people working in a restaurant setting, she had to have come in really fucking hot.
This place should look nice because the people who close their job is to look out, right? So why do you do that? No, you're fucking rude now. No, that's crazy. Prove it. Prove that I did anything. Prove anything. You said you never clean. I said that's crazy. They said they never clean here. I don't work here at all. And I have the right to say something, and they have the right to tell me that they don't want me to. But to tell someone they're lying and they're harassing people when it never happened, I'm going to stand up for my fucking truth.
Can I say something crazy? I'm gonna. I think she's starting to win me over. I'm gonna need to see an instant replay. I need to see whether or not she was actually harassing somebody before I make any judgments. Like, obviously she's losing her shit in a Starbucks, which is never a good sign. You know, it's gonna be really hard for me to take your side and tell you that you're in the right in that situation. Notice how nobody else is yelling. But at the same time, like, what she's saying, what's actually coming out of her mouth is like pretty level-headed. So it makes me wonder what's actually going on here.
Oh, the white woman went crazy. Right, but what proof do you have that I never harassed anybody by saying that this place should be clean? You guys are so disgusted that you think it's not okay for a white woman to say it should be clean in here. You're fucking, you know what they told me? They said, we don't sweep, we don't clean. That's okay, I'll just go out. Oh, you guys are crazy.
Okay, she lost me after she pulled out the white victim card. As if white women aren't somehow the people who can get away with acting the craziest in public. No, you cracked the case. It's definitely because you're a white woman that people are looking at you funny because you're screaming in a Starbucks.
You guys are crazy. Absolutely crazy. You know what? Your manager just caused this scenario. She didn't need to cause that. She could let me get my coffee and go. I didn't say anything. I didn't do anything before. Nothing ever happened.
Okie dokie, so I'm gonna go ahead and formally retract my whole "the things she's saying are relatively level-headed" statement. Now she's not even making sense. Now she didn't even say anything to anybody, and they like telepathically read her mind that she was thinking the place was dirty. I mean, like, what is she talking about? Also, all of this really begs the question as to why she keeps coming back. She says this happens every time she comes into the place, so just stop going. Like, sure, nobody likes a dirty restaurant, but if you keep going back to a restaurant you know is dirty, kind of on you. What are you expecting?
So this is how people look crazy when other people don't want to listen to a customer who said, hey, you know, your place is really dirty. You might want to have the people who go and close the shop take care of the people who work. I said you guys should look out for yourselves. What, 2 times? They're just offended that I spoke truth, that the place is dirty, and that the other people who work here need to have a good, loyal, dependable workforce that looks out for each other.
As a person who makes YouTube videos for a living, the opportunities to say something like this present themselves very rarely, but I wish I had a life as carefree as this woman. Like, seriously, for you to care this much about there being some dirt on a Starbucks floor, you've really just got to have nothing else going on. And I think that's a fair thing to say. To allow something so small and so meaningless to derail your morning like this, you just can't have that much going on for the rest of your day.
Instead, they want to attack customers and still keep the place dirty. That's disgusting. You know what? This is where the genocide money is coming from. So you all are fucking taking part in the genocide of fucking children in fucking Palestine. And you know what? Why are you getting so close to me? You're fucking nuts. You are a power tripper. I see that. You decided out of everybody you were going to take charge. That's not really smart. I shouldn't do shit like that.
What? Excuse me, ma'am, were you not trying to buy a coffee? Is that not the entire reason you're in this Starbucks? You say you come to this Starbucks every day, and now you want to get morally superior about it? You are quite literally contributing just as much as everybody that you're trying to make a stance on right now. How could you possibly think saying that makes any sense for you in this moment? Well, guys, what do you think? Personally, I would pay money, like good money, to see like the 5 or 10 minutes that led up to this, because it's either going to tell the world's most predictable story, or it's going to be the biggest plot twist of all time. In my experience, however, you know, looking at a lot of these videos over the years, generally, not always, but generally, the person who's willing to scream at every single person inside of an establishment while everybody else is calm tends to be in the wrong. Not a hard rule though. Maybe this is the exception. We'll never know. See ya.